Thank goodness we have people live to tell us they can't hear us. Imagine if we recorded the whole thing.
Right. Oh, that's your arm. I was like, what's that on the TV?
Isn't it glorious?
I like the bracelet.
A kid told me today, he goes, Miss Stevens, you look pale. I said, I don't think that's very nice.
Well, paler maybe than usual.
Hi, everyone.
Oh.
Welcome
again.
to Crystal Convos. I'm Coral.
I'm Andrew.
This is Andrew. It is Monday night with our favorite funky stuff friends. We love getting down with a little Crystal Convo on a Monday night. We love it when you join us live. It's a party here for sure. When you comment in the stream when we're live, you get entered into our giveaway.
This is the giveaway today.
We will put your name into the wheel of names that I will spin at the end of the show, and the lapis necklace is our giveaway for today. If you are catching this recorded, no worries. The knowledge is there for free forever. You're welcome.
Absolutely.
And if it's within 24 hours of this live stream, then you can still bid on... Hi, Sarah.
Hello,
you can still bid on the crystals. I'm glad you can hear us. Triumph!
This is the second week of the Zodiac. Part two.
Left you yearning from last week.
So, John Brown. John.
Homie's in the house.
I've been trying to call you John.
Hopefully we say something that impresses John this evening. That's going to be my number one goal, is to have
Maybe
John
this.
learn something
I know he likes
doesn't
fluorite.
know already.
I know he loves fluorite, so this is a huge fluorite sphere.
Yum.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to do zodiac signs and crystals. So, a quick little blurb. I know I said this last week, but it's always a good refresher, and we always have new people. There are 12 zodiac signs, and they are broken up into 12 constellations in the sky. Our ancient ancestors chose 12 was the number I was looking for. 12 major constellations in the sky, and divided the sky into slices, almost like a pie, right? And in each slice is a major constellation. When you are born, the sun is in a certain part of the sky, closest to a certain constellation. I'm a Scorpio, so the sun was in the Scorpio part of the sky, next to the Scorpio constellation when I was born. That's how you figure out all of your other planets too, your rising, your moon sign, your Mercury, your Pluto, all that. That's where those planets are closest to what star constellation when you're born. So that's how you find out. You can use astro.com if you don't know your natal chart already. It's free. There's astrocafe.com, astro.com. There's all kinds of free services to get your natal chart. And I would say start with your sun sign, which is what most people do. That's for your birthday, right? Your major sign. And then if you want to delve in deeper, people go for their big three: your sun, your moon, and your rising. So we are going to do for zodiac signs tonight.
We're going to be doing Taurus, Sagittarius, Pisces, Libra, Virgo, and Cancer to finish off the zodiac. But we're starting with Taurus.
Yes, and if we don't go over your sign tonight, watch the video from last week.
Yeah, because your sign will be there.
Your sign will be there, yep.
All right, now, Taurus. I'm a cuspy, as we talked about last week. So I'm on the cusp of Gemini and Taurus, the end of Taurus, beginning of Gemini. I'm May 24th. So looking into Taurus, I ended up, Sarah, I remember that from last week, because you said you were going to listen in on this week. So thank you for coming by. Reading into Taurus, I was like, I actually do vibe with some of these. Some of their positive traits, some of their negative traits, because we all have positive and negative. That's balance, that's important. But going into Taurus, it is an earth sign, so very grounded.
Fixed earth sign.
Yes, fixed earth sign.
Ruled by Venus.
Yes, ruled by Venus, and like their celestial spirit animal, Taurians enjoy relaxing and serene environments and surrounded by soft sounds, soothing aromas. So most Tauruses I know, their relaxation is going home at the end of the day and taking a bath with a bunch of essential oils, candles. It basically takes more time.
Stop talking about me, Andrew.
It basically takes more time to set up the relaxation than actually relaxing.
Not if you leave it set up all the time, sacred corner, and no one touches it.
If you're lucky enough to live with someone who will let you.
Well, they're lucky enough to live with me. My rising and my moon are both Taurus, so I feel like even though my sun sign is a Scorpio, my moon and my rising are Taurus, double Taurus, so I definitely vibe with those energies. And I have to agree with what Andrew's saying, that whether it's nature, like a nice walk in the woods, seeing water or flowers, or whether it's something decadent like a bubble bath or artisanal chocolate or velvet blankets, Taurus definitely enjoy being soothed. Soothing
Bougie
atmosphere.
is the word.
Bougie is a word that you could use, yes, which is why malachite is so perfect for them, because it is bougie, beautiful, soothing to the touch, aesthetically pleasing, and very much in connection with nature.
I think something happened, but let's continue.
No, you can still be heard.
All right, so
And what a terrible... Go on. Malachite is for healing.
So bougie. So, if it was up to them, they would be spending all their time there.
Correct.
Which, that's not to say that they're fluffy and stuck in the clouds, because they're not. They are
grounded.
very intelligent people, but they enjoy the nicer things of life. A lot of Tauruses you'll see that will seem, what is it? Materialistic. They'll seem materialistic.
We have materials for you, Taurus.
But they're not actually materialistic. They're not so focused on, I need this item, I need this item. It's a matter of what brings them out of their own anxieties. So,
Lisa has a bougie daughter. Yeah. Taurus, all right. Well, now you know. You know she's the decadent one.
that's why.
Yeah,
That's
if
why.
you're looking for someone to get ice cream sundaes with, or I don't know, do something delicious or decadent with, find a Taurus.
Meanwhile, the way I relax is just sitting on the couch and looking at the wall. I don't need a bubble bath. Yeah, see, look at that. I knew that would happen. It's like,
I
ew.
literally force it. When Andrew and I, you guys know, we work at the shop together on the weekends. I light candles. I light incense. I light the sage. I'm always rolling essential oils on him and on me and making him sniff it, and just breaking out a velvet scarf anytime I can. But
And I show up
yeah.
like this. Black jeans, boots, shirt.
Geminis are very practical, but that's not for tonight. They already had their evening.
already
We're
had
talking
we had
about
our
Taurus, who
So-
loves nature, loves like cooking, or
Very
I don't know,
ambitious,
just
too.
yeah.
Very ambitious.
Yes.
They focus heavily on their work, and they're pretty resilient. I'll say that they're
Correct.
pretty resilient, but their anxieties can get in the way of their resiliency. So naturally,
They're a little
there's-
stubborn.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a little stubborn, a little set in
bit,
their ways. They're
I
a fixed
suppose.
sign, so it's hard to change their mind, and it's hard to change their habits. Taurus will want to change, but it's very hard for them to change their habits. They like comfort and security and clear expectation.
And I'm glad you said that, because one thing they also do is they dwell super damn hard on the past. Literally anything, they just dwell on it. Like, it won't go away.
They don't like to be wronged.
Yeah.
They don't
Yeah.
like to be wrong. They don't like to be wronged.
Because they are so trustworthy themselves
True.
that they expect
And
the
loyal,
world
yep,
to be that. So,
Let's talk a little bit about malachite.
Yeah.
That is the stone that we picked for Taurus. We have some polished free forms. We have some slices and some
feel attacked.
tumbled.
I'm sorry, Micheline.
Giving the good and the bad to ya, honest.
Yeah.
Not sugar-coated here. Some of the free forms have chrysocolla in them, which is a light blue. Chrysocolla and malachite and azurite, they tend to grow together. Shattuckite. Yeah, I guess it's just one piece that has the blue.
Some of
Maybe
the
you'll
tumbles
find
do, too.
some. If you ever see light blue in your malachite, that is chrysocolla, or it could be shadokite. Shadokite's a little bit rarer, and there's slightly different shades of blue. But yeah, malachite is a copper ore mineral. Very healing. Copper is very healing. Copper conducts electricity. Malachite is very energetically powerful, has a strong vibration, is very healing. It has these great orbicular formations that look like drops of water. You know how you drop a drop into water and all the rings come out? That's what these slices of malachite look like. It's really quite beautiful and stunning. It's one of my favorite stones. Like I said, I have two of my big three are in Taurus, so obviously I'm biased, but just the color, the visual aesthetics of it, I could just stare at it all day. It's one of my favorite stones to meditate with. I love a rose quartz, okay, but when you look into a rose quartz, it's just pink. That's it. It's pink top, pink bottom, pink left, pink right.
Rose quartz
pink.
has some other stuff.
Nah, sometimes there are some rose. Okay, I have like a blue rose quartz. Andrew, stop. You know what I'm saying. The malachites are just. We're gonna show them up close on the screen. They just have these wild pictures in them that look like aliens or faces or little owl eyes, and the rose quartz just don't have faces in them. All right. What do you think about malachite?
Right. So malachite, at least in my experience with it, it does have a tie, A to the heart chakra. We've talked about that before. It is green, but I've also seen it have ties to the solar plexus. And I base that off of course, I'm a little logical, but I base that off of the fact of the coloring of copper. So of what it was, of what it can be again, of what it is when you crush it and melt it and heat it up, etc. So there are ties to both with that, and in doing so, it really helps everything we talked about with Taurus, especially when they dwell on the past. When they're dwelling on the past, they're focusing on old emotion, they're focusing on old events that is held in your solar plexus. Now, I've always said it this way, and I'll say it again, is that the pathway of emotion is actually beautiful. It's like a waiting room is your solar plexus. Then the hallway is your heart. And then the way you spew it out is your throat chakra, because that's how we talk. So when we're looking at the heart, there's a lot of people that think the emotions stay in the heart because you feel a heavy heart. That's always the cliche statement, but it's a hallway that you feel it go through there. But then if you're really angry, you feel like you're gonna puke. If you're really anxious, you feel like you're gonna puke. If you're really upset, sometimes you can feel you're gonna puke. Sometimes, even when people are too happy, they feel like they're gonna puke. Kind of weird. But when I was
been there.
When I was a kid, I used to get excited too much. Like if I was hanging out with a friend in like 20 minutes, I would actually almost get sick because I was so excited. So I don't know what that was, but I'm assuming that was the solar plexus. I've always chalked it up to that. So in my experience, malachite has ties to both, and I think that that would be one of the more optimal stones to use as a Taurus.
Absolutely. Malachite's going to heal whatever it touches. So whether that's your solar plexus or your heart. Should we move on to the next sign?
Sagittarius. I have so many friends who are Sagittarius, and
Me too.
You know, like it's interesting. So
truth seekers, truth bringers, adventure lovers.
And they're also a fire sign, and I'm air, so we feed each other, kind of. At least I feed them to a degree.
Sagittarius is the sign after Scorpio, so we always get along because we just have like similar vibes.
Wouldn't that be anxiety? What's anxiety? I forgot. What are you asking about? Sarah. I'll ask you that question about what you're asking about, but I'll continue over here. Now, Sagittarius traits, they're unlike any other sign of the Zodiac because they're totally unique to their brazen spirit. Now, they
are a brazen spirit. That's the hashtag for Sagittarius.
So they have, it's definitely a Monday. I mean, it's definitely a Monday. It's definitely 1,000,000 degrees in here too. So that's probably why listen, I am I need a
hot
specific
man,
temperature.
ladies. Andrew is a very hot man.
Yeah.
I'm sitting right here.
If you can't tell.
I can feel how hot he is. Hot man.
So They have
Snatch
a beautiful...
him up by his long, cute ponytail.
Oh boy. Yeah, that had to go back today too. I was dying. So, they have a beautiful dynamic blend of passion, curiosity, intensity, and most importantly, adaptability. That's
Truth.
huge. That's
I mean, if you're gonna travel and try new things and do different jobs or have new experiences, you got to be adaptable.
Yeah.
And Sagittariuses that are not good at adapting struggle.
Yeah.
And are unhappy.
They're not being true to themselves at that point. Excuse me. Like if you're to a degree.
No sound. Is that for everyone?
Yeah. Can
or
no
just
one hear
Sarah?
us?
No, I can hear you guys.
You can hear us?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Sarah, I'm sorry. I don't know what's happening. But what I will say is that, yeah, especially if one of your positive traits for your sign are meant to be there and you're ignoring that, then you're not being true to yourself and you're not being true to what makes you happy or fulfilled or even feel like you can respect yourself. So that's very important to be.
Sagittarius is big into respect. I think that's why Scorpio and Sagittarius get along so well, because we're both like ridiculous about the respect. And once you disrespect us, it's very difficult to erase that mark. So we have a similar understanding.
It is definitely hard to gain their trust again.
Yep.
That's one thing I will say. Very
Yep.
hard to gain their trust. If you
Fire sign.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sagittariuses are very truthful, which is wonderful. We love truth, we love information, we love sharing. Sagittariuses can be truthful when nobody asked, which sometimes can be a problem. Sometimes people call that being blunt, right?
Yeah.
Being too blunt. Saying things that nobody asked for, saying things that's not helpful, and their response is always, well, it's true. Yes, it is true, but you didn't have to say it. I feel like I speak to my Sagittarius friends. Sometimes, like, I speak to children, like, yes, that lady has a mustache, but you don't have to say anything about it or talk to her about her mustache. She does have a mustache, but you don't have to talk to her about it. So,
But they have to know.
Yeah, Sagittarius, they're just so authentic, and that's another reason why I love my Sagittarius friends, because I just want you to be your authentic self, good, bad, or ugly, right? I just want to know who you are and how you are, and I will, accept you as you are or not, right? It's not for everyone. Not every Sagittarius is for me, but at least I know with Sagittarius, there's not some like alter ego waiting to come out, or they're going to be different when we're alone. No, Sagittarius, they love truth, they need authenticity. I think that whole respect, truth, authenticity, truth seeking, honesty, being too honest, all of those things interrelate.
And one thing to build off of what you were saying too is that one of the reasons why a Sagittarius can feel so betrayed is because they can't help themselves but put all of themselves into what they're doing. Especially
truth.
if it involves another person, like a crush, or if you're dating, or if you're married, or if they're your kids, or so on and so forth. So, especially in your work, it's like a go big or go home situation.
Always there, go big or go home.
So it's a matter of, but that can lead to the semantic intelligence, let's say, that where it's
Or like
what to say when.
Yes, or like shooting and then aiming. You're supposed to aim and then shoot.
Yeah.
And Sagittarius is kind of like, woo!
You're shooting, you're like, oh, that was pretty close.
They're like, yeah, that was in the general direction. Sagittarius also they like variety. They like trying new things. They have a hard time with one thing. Now, this can be a variety of things, right? They can have a hard time being loyal and being monogamous, right? They need that variety. Or they can have a hard time eating at your favorite restaurant because they already ate there and they don't want to eat there again. They want to eat at every other restaurant that they're, so there's something, because some Sagittarius, my boyfriend's parents are Sagittarius, and he goes, they eat at the same restaurant all the time. And so it might not be that. It might be something different. Like, his mom is a crafter, and she's constantly making a new craft, constant. His dad's a fisher, and his dad's always getting new fishing gear and finding new fishing spots. So there is something in the Sagittarius's passions where they need that variety, they need that spice of life. They want the chocolate box to have a variety of chocolates, not all Reese's Pieces. They don't want that.
Makes sense. No, if you're going big, you're not only choosing one thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
Choosing it all.
Yeah.
Right? Whatever the big is. Of course, Susan. No problem.
Yeah. So we've picked Celestite.
For that semantic intelligence based on your throat chakra.
I can't wait to show this icy blue up close. I just love Celestite. It's like a
Hey, Ashley.
a periwinkle, like an icy periwinkle. Oh, it's so good. Sorry.
No,
I'm
you're
an
good.
art teacher.
I love Celestite.
Colors. Thank you. I see it. I see it.
Celestite's also very calming for those moments of high intensity for you Sagittariuses out there.
I just feel like it's an ice queen's palace, a crystallized Arctic wave.
It always makes me thirsty.
So that's just that crisp, clear water. So Celestite is for peace and ease and grace, connection to your higher self, connection to the angelic realms. So beautiful, I cannot handle it. Connection to the angelic realms, connection to your higher chakras. A great stone for sleeping with, great stone for meditating with, great stone for heightening your intuition and receiving those messages from God or from your guardians and guides from your higher self. Sagittarius needs that. It needs that wisdom. It needs that peace, that flow, that ease, that grace. They are fiery with the best intentions, right? And so when Sagittarius can come from a centered, easy, understanding place of authentic communication, then there are no mountains they can't move, right? But a Sagittarius can get very agitated over extraneous circumstances and people getting in their bubble. They can really just get thrown off.
I do owe you a gift.
Oh,
for guessing
correct.
my
You better write that
birthday.
down.
I forgot.
Hi, everyone.
I'm so sorry, Lisa.
He left early. Lisa, we'll give him a free pass because last week he had to leave early because he had some things he had to attend to, but he's going to take care of it this week.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. What do you think about Celestite, Andrew?
Honestly, you pretty much said it all. Although I do enjoy Celestite. I enjoy Celestite because it calms my anxiety. That's
Yes.
like it's the I don't know what it is. To be honest, it's based
The vibration and
yeah,
the color
vibration,
and
the
the
color,
texture.
well, I know I'm trying to think of other things that you didn't already say, like, but it's honestly a beautiful stone. There's the deeper blue ones, there's the clear ones, there's the lighter blue. It doesn't matter what it is. I've never seen a piece of Celestite that I personally don't like. Even if it's mainly matrix and there's one little crystal in it, I'm like, damn, that's beautiful. So the only thing I will say about Celestite is you should not get the matrix wet. It will degrade. And I've had that problem happen to me. I ended up
Yes, it's not
with
one for taking in the tub.
Yeah.
This is not a tub stone.
I ended up with about 30 Celestite crystals when I wanted to buy one.
Yeah, it is pretty, I don't want to say fragile, because it's not fragile. It's a huge hunking crystal, but it's not hard on the hardness scale, the Maz scale of hardness. It's not going to crumble on you, but just like Andrew was saying, if you take it in the tub, if you like throw it across the room or it drops off the table, like a piece of it's going to break off. Not into a million pieces, but it's not the hardest stone that ever lived. It's a softie. It's softening your heart. It's softening the Sagittarius. The Sagittarius is plenty kapow enough.
Papa.
Yeah.
Papa.
Yep, papa. Yeah, excellent calmer for anxiety, for sure.
Okay. Pisces.
Woo! Water
Pisces.
sign.
So, water sign. It's also the last constellation of the Zodiac.
Correct.
So, I'll have to put one in my work for my... Yes, Sarah. Absolutely. It's symbolized by two fish swimming in a pool in opposite directions.
Balance,
All the
unity,
balance.
harmony, yin, yang.
So, it is said too that as the final sign, it absorbs every lesson to a degree, or is absorbed
The
by every
journey
lesson.
is complete.
The whole thing. It's ending. It's almost like with the chakras, and then you have your crown, and that encompasses all. So it's that like you can think of it almost as like the energy, I guess, where it like goes all around. One thing I know about Pisces is that they're intensely sensitive, not in a bad way, but they're sensitive to a lot of things, not just emotion. So a lot of them could be sensitive to sound, sensitive to touch. So I know so
Color,
many Pisces
vibration, weather.
texture. I know so many Pisces that like we can't eat certain
They're
foods
so
together.
intuitive. It's not their fault.
Yeah.
My Pisces, they feel bad because they're always crying, or they're always getting upset, or their day is just like ruined over the homeless man they saw in the morning, where other people could walk by that homeless man every single day and barely bat an eye, and a Pisces is just distraught over it. It's not their fault. They have the biggest heart. I like what you said about all encompassing all the lessons that all the other zodiac signs have been working through, because it's at the end. Their heart is so big, their emotions are so deep, they just feel things so much more than everybody else, no matter what the thing is. And so, they have a lot of work to do with moving through all that energy, because you can't hold on to it like water. You can't. You just go with it. That's it. There's no other way.
One thing I will say is that a lot of Pisces has found solace in escapism during these times too, because you're absorbing it all. So it's terrifying, so you run away. Don't, because
go to the crystals. They can help you.
It can seem like you're being flaky, but to knowledgeable eyes, you're not being flaky. You're saving yourself.
Resetting and pulling in your energetic boundaries.
But if there is a way, literally reading right now is my escape. So, yes, Jordan. So, I know it's hard to ignore the need to escape, especially if it's something you've done your whole life. But try to sit with it. See what happens. Sit with the crystals we're about to talk to you about, especially
rose
the
quartz.
one we're going to bring up, which is rose quartz.
Pisces.
So yeah, let's talk about rose quartz.
Before you we're going to get into the rose quartz. I just want to put one thing on what Andrew's slaying it and nailing it per usual. Pisces, with the escapism, it's a part of your gift and ability to imagine and fantasize and create. No one is more creative, romantic, imaginative, and fantastical than a Pisces. They are big dreamers, and that can be amazing and great for setting goals and intentions and visions and for creative thinking and creative problem solving. Or it can be what we call delusion or escapism, like Andrew's talking about. You are so gifted that you can escape into a book. You can escape into a video game. You can escape into a good meditation or whatever. Some people cannot escape into a book, no matter how hard they read or how good the book is. Mm-hmm. So just be careful that you're using your gifts of imagination to dream into being the life you want, to fantasize about the energies and the goals that you want, and not some book or a movie or a game or something that is fun for the sake of being fun, and that's great, but doesn't actually add any quality or substance to your life. Rose quartz.
Rose quartz. This is my favorite piece on the table, to be honest, because it's so dark. But it's rose quartz. What is it good for? It's for that self-love.
Yeah, it's quite lavender, this one.
When we're especially with what we just talked about, where you're taking in so much emotion in general, especially in your everyday practice, it's a good idea to remember to keep that emotion for yourself too, and love yourself. And that will help with your escapism and possible delusion, not to throw, whatever it may seem like, the flakiness, etc. But like we said earlier, we know what is happening. We know what is going on. So this stone, this stone will help with that. It'll help with your self-love. It'll help you focus on yourself instead of the emotion of the situation, to where you get so overwhelmed that you have no choice but to run away. So
Rose quartz is all about self-love, nurturing, support, understanding, compassion, forgiveness, for the heart chakra, empathy. I think of rose quartz like a big pink fuzzy hug. It just wraps you up. People say it's for love. Okay, but that doesn't have to be romantic love. It certainly can if you are looking for a relationship, more love for yourself or for your kids, your animals, your family, for sure. But it can also just be the hug you needed that you didn't get, or the piece of candy, the pick-me-up, whatever your pick-me-up is. If you didn't get that coffee or that candy or that hug, or the sun wasn't shining, right? I always need a pick-me-up on a gray day when the sun is not giving me the pick-me-up I need. Rose quartz is an excellent heart healer, joy bringer, smile giver, pick-me-upper, which Pisces needs to come from a place of love in order to be creative, passionate, inspiring. They're so gifted. Most Pisces are talented in some way. That could be cooking, that could be gardening, but those people, they're so talented. That's usually a Pisces. They're very creative, emotional, intelligent, and those things are wonderful as long as they're seated in a place of support and love and self-esteem. And so rose quartz helps with that.
Yes. Awesome. Okay. Now, we are on.
Congratulations, Jordan said that they want a rose quartz hearts from us. Good.
Yeah.
Glad you love it.
Hello, Linda. Now, on to Libra.
Bum, bum, bum. That's
Libra.
my mom and my boyfriend.
What is Libra but not evaluating every single person and situation around them? What is Libra but not absolute logic? What is Libra but not asking you if you need to be heard, instead just giving you ultimate solutions forever and ever and ever? We love you, Libras.
We do love you,
We do.
Libras.
I know it just sounded like I attacked all Libras, but it's true.
Libras are just balancing it out. They're weighing all the options and all possible outcomes because they're thinking so much of others. They're so selfless. That's saying, like, they'll give you the shirt off their back. That came from a Libra. Libra will literally give you the shirt off their back.
They're seeking balance and harmony as well.
That can be detrimental,
It can,
right? When you're
course.
sacrificing so much that you're self-sacrificing or giving away to the point that you are lacking or in need. Libras are so giving, so compassionate, so understanding, wonderful with children, animals, elders, anyone that needs the TLC, the gentle touch, the loving care that Libra brings. Very creative, very intelligent, air sign. They like to talk it up. They might not like to talk in public or talk to everyone, but they are verbal processors. So they're either talking to one trusted person, or they're talking to a room of people, or they need to be intellectually stimulated. They're verbal processors. They're an air sign, so they like to talk. They're usually good with people.
Yeah. Yeah.
indecisive, but that's because they're just thinking of
Yeah.
others and weighing all the possibilities. And
My, I don't know if a lot of people have seen that. Oh, now what's the show? Now I can't even remember it.
Drew, I'm glad your friend got a rose quartz from us. We're just giving away rose quartz. Tonight we're giving away a lapis necklace. If you guys didn't know, if you didn't see in the beginning, we're giving away a lapis necklace tonight. Exciting. Or it's a pendant. You could, hang it from your car dash or wherever you'd like.
The show is a good place, or the good place. And in the show, there's a character named Chidi. The way he acts is essentially like a Libra mind, where it's just weighing out all the possibilities and then barely ever getting to a solution because they're spending so much energy and time looking at the possibilities that, even the solution that they got to isn't always the optimal one that they found. So, also, with weighing out so much and bringing it in on themselves, sometimes they can seem self-absorbed. Sometimes, not a lot. That's one of the lower ones here, but still good to point out is that don't let it be so detrimental where you can be self-absorbed about it, where everything becomes about your mind, where the situation may not involve you at all. And you might be helping other people. Yes, Sarah, see? Yeah, so Chidi, this is essentially it. And yeah, I hope John's still in here because he's a Libra.
That makes sense.
So the crystal that we chose for Libra,
Rose. Nope. Sorry.
clear
quartz.
clear quartz.
Woo!
I will show you. I will give that one to you because that's one of my favorites.
This stunner. The cut on this is wild. We call this water clear quartz because you can see through it like water. You can see the map
There's also
behind
a massive
it.
rainbow in this one in the center.
That's water clear. It's like an ice cube. Yeah. Ooh, I almost. Oh, girl. Showing her color. She's shy, but that's a whole rainbow in there. There's more than one. But yeah, I mean the cut on this, I've seen clear quartz that's all smooth, and those are great and beautiful and nice, but this is faceted. Oh, so nice. Woo! Look at all those rainbows. Yeah, clear quartz is a magnifier. It is an amplifier, a manifester. It conducts electricity. So many phones and computers and watches and memory chips, they're all powered by clear quartz. They all have a small clear quartz memory chip in them or microchip in them that powers them. You can put so much encoded information into quartz. You can use them to conduct electricity and to power things. They have such a strong, dominant oscillatory rate, meaning they vibrate at a very high frequency, and scientists can measure this with technology. I could go on about quartz all night. It's one of my favorite stones. One, there's so many kinds. I mean, talk about go big or go home. I love quartz, which is 100 different types of stone. They're just so powerful. If you have anyone in your life that's a non-believer or someone where you're like, oh, I want to start them with crystals, but I don't know what to do, or I want to, raise the vibe in a room, but I don't. Quartz is the most powerful crystal on the planet, period. It is found on all 7 continents, the only crystal found on all 7 continents. I truly believe it was a gift given to every single piece of land on this planet. And one of the reasons why Earth is such a powerful planet, the amount of clear quartz on the planet. I'll let Andrew take over because I could go all night. How does it help Libra?
The reason why we chose clear quartz is because it gives you a clear mind.
Woo! Libra needs that. Stop overanalyzing. It's okay. You're doing a good job.
Imagine just choosing the first choice that came to your mind. It must make you
Yes, they can't
terrifying.
do that. I'm a Scorpio, and I always do the first thing that comes to mind because I know what I want, when I want it, how I want it all the time. I'm sorry, all of my big three are fixed signs, so I just want what I want. I never change my mind. I'm never indecisive. And both my mom and my boyfriend are Libras. Oh boy, they really need to think about it. And they're brilliant. They're both brilliant people, but they have to think about it. They can't just, give that, which is wonderful. So often a knee-jerk reaction is not the best one, right? But also, let's not spend an entire day perseverating and obsessing and going over something that could have been handled in 10 minutes, right? So that clear quartz is just, let's clear our chakras, let's clear our energy centers, let's clear any stagnant energy, let's direct the energy from our body in a healthy way towards something clear, or bringing that energy into us to help get that pick-me-up. We were talking about rose quartz being a pick-me-up stone. That's like the cute, fuzzy slipper to the full-on Hadron Collider. I got that word, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the Hadron Collider.
This is the Hadron Collider.
This is
fuzzy
the slipper. Yeah.
That's the Hadron Collider.
Yes. That's truly
and
how
they're both
I feel.
quartz. They're both quartz.
But different. All right, Andrew.
Also, one thing I will add is that as a Gemini, I do understand why you need to evaluate and assess every single situation. I do understand that. Just don't obsess over it. If you do, you're going to go nuts. Done. That's all I wanted to
TED
add.
Talk. Thanks for coming to our TED Talk.
The next one is interesting. I have an interesting relationship with these people. Virgos. Now,
everyone has a very specific relationship with Virgos. That's how they like it.
Yeah.
Clear, label, color-coded, alphabetized, and laminated.
But there is two sides to them. There's that outward side, and the inward side is very, it's humble, it's nurturing, it's, sympathetic, kind. But that's the weird dichotomy with them that almost gives them a level of anxiety, or it stresses them out, is that they're like, no, this has to be practical. Then the other side of them is like, no, but everything's fine, and everything's great, and everything's this. So you'll almost always see two sides to a Virgo if you spend enough time with them. And my mother's a Virgo. Yeah. So she's very much like that. She can be so unbelievably kind, and then 3 minutes later just be so practical where you just look at her and you're like, what the hell just happened?
Virgo will tell you that you have a pimple on your face. You don't have to ask. You don't have to wait long. And they're definitely going to tell you. If you have something in your teeth, they cannot go through the whole dinner with you having something in their teeth. They, just like Sagittarius, blunt, honest, clear, direct, they can't help but notice the fine details. That's what makes them brilliant. That's what makes them leaders. That's what makes them CEOs and CFOs, right? They are successful. They have a strong work ethic. Their work ethic is tied directly to their sense of self. And they know nothing but success and achievement. That can be hard on the heart, on the soul, on the moments of failure that are necessary for growth. It can be hard to be that relentless and critical. So I just let it go with my Virgo friends because I know they can't help but notice the thing and say it. They can't help it.
Why
and
do
then
you
they
keep
said
pointing
it. Well, because I'm being the Virgo and you're the person, and I'm pointing at the thing, whatever it is. But just know, Virgo, that your attention to detail is your key to success. Your creative thinking, your eye, your ability to take in everything around you in milliseconds is your gifts to success. But don't let that be a tool you use against yourself or others to always find reasons to be less than.
Yeah. And speaking on the work ethic too, they're the literal embodiment of reap what you sow. Because they know however much work I put in, that's exactly what I'm getting out. Usually I've never seen a Virgo accept any more or less. If it's not exactly the amount of what they thought they would get as a return, they don't want it.
They want that Goldilocks. They want it just how they want it. Lisa says we're 3 for 3 with the excellent descriptions.
We did it.
Try.
We did it. High five.
We
Let's
try. Okay, so for Virgo is an earth sign, and we picked Jade.
Let's show off some of this jade.
Jade is prosperity, blessings, wealth, and abundance.
Which makes sense for their work ethic.
It is known in many cultures for being a sacred stone, a stone of healing and luck. Virgo needs that. They need that grounding. They need those earthy tones. They need that centering so that they can be successful and clear. And then Virgo is successful. They are meant for success and for hard work towards a goal. And all Virgos have something different that they were put on this planet to achieve. But Jade will give you the luck and the prosperity to make those things happen while centering you into yourself so that you're not spending so much time worrying about others, what they're doing, what they're saying.
Don't pour your energy into things that you don't think you're going to be successful with. Don't try to make success in everywhere you go. That'll drive you crazy. Don't do it. If you do, like I said, you're going to be driven crazy. I know too many...
And Virgo's like, but I have a whole spreadsheet.
Like, literally, I already feel like I'm arguing. I already feel like I'm arguing. That's why I said it twice.
Yeah.
That's
what do you mean I can't do 25 hours worth of things in a 24-hour day? Nobody said that. That wasn't written anywhere.
Honestly, when my mom says stuff like that to me, I'm like, go ahead. Let's see what happens. And then I'll get a call being like, I feel so tired. And it's like 1:30 in the afternoon. I'm like, yeah, no shit.
Virgos are very ambitious. That's why the jade is so grounding and soothing. And the pieces that we got are all like palm stones and hearts and spheres. So these are perfect for meditating with, sleeping with, carrying in your pocket. This is going to be a totem stone, almost like a worry stone, right? A touch stone for you to touch every time you're going to that judgmental place or that anxious place or that micromanaging place. Virgo loves to like give help where no one asked for any help. You are amazing and you should be giving your help where it's wanted. Don't waste a single moment giving your help where it's not wanted. Not good for you, not good for them.
And don't feel like you failed just because you didn't say something and something happened. You know, allow people to fail on their own.
You don't have to say every... Because, again,
save the world.
Just like with Sagittarius, Virgo's like, but it's true. It is true. You are right. But you don't have to tell that person. You don't. Sometimes you do, but a lot of the time you just don't. You don't have to share with the room.
Sometimes you get to say, I told you so. That might be bad advice, but sometimes I get to say, I told you so.
Virgo's always saying, I told you so. The person already knows. They remember that you told them. Maybe next time they'll go to you because you're so smart and wise and full of helpful advice. When you say, I told you so, then you're just like becoming an a-hole, right?
Yeah, just make sure you don't toss it in their face and be like, see, I'm amazing.
They already know you're smart. They already know you gave the right information. Hopefully they'll appreciate you even more and go to next time or heed your advice. Stop doing the I told you so's. Okay. We're doing so good. I'm just, what do you guys think? Is it going good? I think it's going great. Tom, what do you think? It's going good. He said it's going good. I think so. We never know how it's going to go, so I'm always excited when it goes good.
What were your other two signs in?
My rising and my moon are both Taurus.
Both Taurus?
And my sun is Scorpio.
I think I'm Aries and Virgo.
I can't believe you said the word I think. We're doing crystal convos about astrology and you don't know your big three.
I always forget.
We should do like a cut two right here, like, ew, to be continued.
No, like
Andrew doesn't know his big three.
I don't, like, I'm thinking about too much.
What a Gemini thing to say. I'm thinking about too much to know what my big three is.
Yeah, it's the same reason why I forget to eat, why I forget to, do a lot of things. So, the final sign. I don't tell people I told you so. I just sit back and smirk. And that's the fun of being the Virgo, right?
Yeah, but your smirk is totally saying,
but smirk the
I
other
told
way.
you so.
Just smirk the other way. Just look out the window, be like, ha. You know, like those perseverance
smirk
posters?
to the birds, because your face is totally giving a big, I told you so.
But the birds are going to be like, what, why? What did I do? All right. So the final sign. Cancer. So.
All my Cancers with their big hearts. So nurturing, so kind, so thoughtful. The depth of emotion. Cancer is a water sign. Such depth of feeling, such depth of emotion. Cancers are supposed to be the best lovers in the zodiac sign. Just throwing that out there. Scorpio is obviously the best intimacy partner. But like lovers, your lover is more than just your intimate partner. Cancers are the best lovers.
They make your whole home, literally.
Yes,
they literally
Cancers
make
are
the
a homemaker, they're a home bringer. Their sense of self is directly tied around their home. If they don't have a stable home, they are not living their true Cancer life. They're not living their best self, and it's going to show up in every other aspect of their life that they don't have a stable home life, because they need that. They are a little bit moody. That's because of the deep emotions that they go through, that they're working on. Let them work through it. In the same way that a Scorpio is moody, I have to work through all of that emotion. It's so heady and heavy, and a lot of it isn't even my own.
And they're very self-protective, so that's why that can happen too.
True. They do not want to be wounded. No. Once they are wounded, they will retreat into their shell and into their cave and lick their wounds, and they will not forget that you wounded them. They may forgive you, but they will not forget. Cancer has a running list of wrongs done unto them. They are grudge holders. They can evolve and grow and see that life is so much more than just petty injustices, but that's difficult for them, and they definitely can be vengeful or filled with regret or remorse or judgment. But those are all negative qualities that are not necessary, just things to be aware of. Cancers are excellent with family, with animals, with partners, soul loving, such a depth of emotion, very creative. But they do a lot of retreating. They need a lot of alone time.
One thing I will say too is that if you're a Cancer and you've been hurt, more often than not, my friends who are Cancers, tend to find not ways to be hurt again, but find every small detail in their new relationships and new connections with people to find where they could possibly get hurt, and they could end up projecting that onto the other person when the other person wasn't really doing that before a healthy conversation occurs. So make sure that you don't do that. Victim mentality,
repeating similar scenarios because it feels safe, even though that's not a healthy scenario or a loving scenario or even a scenario that they want. They've already experienced it, especially if they've experienced it more than once, and so even if it's just subconsciously, that feels safe to them because they know what to expect, because that's what they have already been doing, even if that's not healthy.
Yes.
So yeah, breaking out of cycles of unhealthy choices or unhealthy behaviors or unhealthy people just because it feels safe, because you know it.
And make sure, because I know this can occur too, sometimes the speech can be taken as passive aggressiveness. Just make sure that doesn't occur. Make sure there's a healthy exchange of conversation. And make sure as well that if you are hurt, you don't have to uproot your life and create a whole new home. You can rearrange the one you have. Again, a lot of my friends who are Cancers, they've moved more than any other friend. that I have. I have a friend who's a Cancer that has moved 26 times. That's not bad or good. It is what it is.
I'm getting there. I'm up to 19 or 20.
Like I said, it's not bad or good.
Just is.
What I will say is that if the intent behind it is because you've been hurt in all of those geographical locations, that should not be the reason why you move, unless it's actually important. But rearrange your home. If you feel like your home has been attacked because you've been attacked, because your home is an extension of you as a Cancer. Me as a Gemini, my home is where I sleep and I don't really care. But the...
Go on.
But again, if you're hurt, theoretically your home is hurt. Just rearrange it. You'll be surprised at how much wonder that does for you.
And don't get upset if Cancer never invites you over to their house.
No.
That's like, it couldn't be a more sacred space for them. And if a Cancer does invite you over to their home, take that as such like a vote of confidence or a bond of friendship. If you're not sure if they like really like you, if a Cancer invites you over their home, they like you. And if they don't take it personally. They, like Andrew's saying, their home is so much more important to them than some other signs.
But actually, funny, before I knew a lot about the Zodiac, I had a friend who was a Cancer, still have that friend who's a Cancer, and they had told me, because I had gone over their house a few times, I don't think anything of it. I invite everyone in my house. But
I'm a Scorpio and I definitely don't, because I get Cancer and my cave is my cave, and if you're gonna set foot in my cave, you have passed a test, you have passed the booby trap to get into the cave, then you have to answer the riddle and know the password, and then if you finally get all the way into the cave, then you get the treasure.
Answer these
and I'll
riddles
put
for me.
honey on it. Not so at Andrew's house. You're getting no treasure, no honey.
No.
He would just walk in. He's letting everybody on the curb in.
yeah, it's just my house. But okay, so I didn't understand, and at a point in time we had gotten in a little tiff, and they had told me, they said, I even let you in my home, and I was like, okay. I was
He
like, what is
doesn't
that?
get it.
And so I at the time I didn't get it, but I get it now. But now now I get it. But with me still, I'm just like, oh, you need like water? Just go into my house. I'll let people I've never seen in my house with me go into my house to get something they need so they can come outside and we can hang out.
I hope that Andrew's house is full of crystals to help with all the energy that's coming in and out of the house. Crystals are a great way to control the energy in a room, whether in your car, in your office space, at your desk, at your in-laws, in your spare bedroom, whatever. They're a great way to control the energy. The crystal that we picked
is green fluorite.
That's for you.
Cancers. Because
fluorite comes in almost all the colors. Tonight's fluorite is green. We have got some free growth in these great geometric shapes. They grow naturally in a cubic formation, so they come to these terminations like a cube. They come out of the earth that way. Isn't that just the wildest thing you ever saw? Like a math project and a science project together. They just come out of the earth in these perfect little cubes. We also have a bowl, a dish, a heart dish, a sphere. So we have some polished forms and some free forms. Why green fluorite, Andrew?
So green fluorite works on the heart, especially when a Cancer is feeling hurt. That's where we accept the emotion, and remember, it is the hallway. So in doing so, if the emotion stays in the hallway and you just bring it back up and fight back with your throat chakra, with your speaking, with how you're talking to people, you don't let it get down, which is roughly okay, but it comes out in such a way that is not conducive to a healthy conversation. So a stone such as green fluorite will help you be able to process that information and let it flow correctly, so you can have a healthy conversation about things, so you can rearrange that home, so you don't have to move 1,000 times, and maybe you'll even allow a few more people into your humble abode. Even though I know that's probably not true, but maybe you will. But
No, the crystals help you evolve and elevate and
Of course, yeah.
attune
Oh, yeah.
and bringing the right people into your sacred space, the right vibrations. Fluorite is about clarity, illumination, and discernment. It's about having a clear vision of your soul path, clarity and illumination on your soul path. If you have a question on your heart, on your mind, fluorite will help you get to the bottom of that question and receive an answer from your higher self or from source. Green fluorite is particularly for healing as well, the healing ray, the heart chakra. So if you want to heal the mind, heal the emotions, fluorite is a great one for that. Getting healing that has to do with illumination or clarity, right? Finding out something that you didn't know and then using that information to heal and move on or grow or elevate or expand. Which Cancer needs to do that because they can get stuck in the sand or they can get stuck with their claw on something and they could just let go. We've all been to the beach, right? And the crab's just like holding on, and you're like, dude, you could let go and be free, but you're so obsessed with holding on to this thing like, nah, I got you. Don't let the haters get you with the hot dog on the string. Don't. There's other things to claw onto. There are plenty of exotic fish, right? If you just give it a little more time that you can go for. So
all right.
yeah, I guess let's sell these crystals. You want these crystals to go home to you? We are here for that. So I guess before we get into the magic of the crystal live sale, if anybody has any questions or wants anything repeated, we're gonna show all the crystals up close. So don't worry about that. But if there was something else that anybody else wanted us to elaborate on before we get into our live sale mode, now's the moment. Let's, I don't have a sheet. Maybe you do.
Yes,
Are we going in order?
I have the sheet right.
They are all numbered. We are going to do our Capricorn Virgo self and go in order.
Malachite 1. Should be this one? Yep. This one. You're gonna get this for $36.
Amazing deal. This is huge.
Heavy.
Heavy. Fits my whole palm. It's so beautiful. I love to stare into malachite. It's my absolute favorite.
Ba-dum-bum-bum. There's that chrysocolla we were talking about earlier.
Yep. Those blue lines are the chrysocolla. It was originally $35, and tonight you're scoring it for...
Well, it's originally $45, and you're getting it for $36.
I thought that's what I said, but I guess not. Okay. Number 2. I don't know which one is more my favorite. That last one had the blue chrysocolla, which was so nice, but this one with the black...
It has a river going through.
It has a mat. This is like a mat.
Canyon. Of delicious malachiteness.
Oh.
You're getting it for $52.
It was $65, and you can have it for $52.
Who's taking it for $52?
I just love that they're all like wild paintings. Alien markings.
Yeah. It reminds you of when they do the like paint dipping on water for like painting certain items, and as they add to the
stands.
Top, yeah, it stands on its own apparently. Didn't even know that.
The first one stands too. All right, number 3. Oh, I don't know if I love this one either. I just love every piece of malachite. Is like this alien dude, this like dude wearing a hood, and he's got a glowing bean in his brain. He's got a little beard like Andrew.
This is little beard. This is dark.
I love the black.
Look
I love
it
the
can
glowing green.
barely get through the camera.
Oh.
And you're getting it for $32. That $32.
Like I said, rose
is
quartz is great. Everyone needs to have a piece of rose quartz, but you could hold 3 pieces of rose quartz and have them all look the same. You are never gonna hold 3 pieces of malachite and have them all look the same. Never.
That malachite slaps. I won't lie. I didn't see the
so,
back. Yeah,
I'm having a hard time picking a favorite. They take my breath away. This one was originally $40 and you're getting it for
32.
32. All right, number 4.
This will be $24.
Originally $40. Now
Oh, sorry. $32.
$32.
Yes.
This is number 4. It was originally $40. Now it's 32. This one doesn't have any black. If you're a fan of the green, the emerald green and the mint green, this is it. The slabs are great for putting other crystals on, doing a crystal grid, or having it be a plate for your jewelry, putting your rings, your bracelets, your necklaces on this, or your watch while you're sleeping or doing the dishes. This is number 5, and it has those great orbicular patterns. Ugh, takes my breath away. You will be sad if you don't get it. I'm glad you got number 2.
So will that be number 2 in total or number 2 of the slice?
What do you mean? She said sold 2.
Yeah, I guess maybe I just got confused.
Yeah, I feel like Kate wants number 2. You tell us if you want something different, Kate.
Number 2. Number 2 it is.
This is number 5. It was originally $30. You're gonna get it for
$24.
$24.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I don't know why. Sorry, Kate. I don't know why I was confused. Like I said earlier, I'm thinking about too many things.
All right, last.
Our tumbles. We have multiples of these. They're all going to be $4 each. They're usually $5, and none of them look completely identical. But I got a couple for you just to show you.
That is our malachite selection for this evening. This is our giveaway. This is a lapis necklace. Be sure to comment in the feed in order to have your name be put into the wheel of names, and we will pick a winner at the end.
All right.
Moving on up. Number 7?
Yeah. Where's number 7?
Here. What's that say? What's that? What's this?
Oh.
8? Well, I don't know. I found this number 7 floating around. Do you think it's the tumbles?
No,
this is number 7.
That is number 7.
All right. Number 7. Celestite. This thing is so beautiful. If you guys don't get it, I probably will. It has this.
Everyone save Coral's pocket.
Yeah, my boyfriend wants 0 crystals that are new in our house. It's not picking up on the camera, but it has this growth pattern, all of these triangles growing up the side of it, and it's just really beautiful. It looks like record keepers. There are all these triangles on it. Oh, kind of. It's not doing it justice, but you see how the light is catching in triangles? You can see those triangles without the light, and you can feel them with your finger. Tom's zooming in because I'm not holding it close enough. Kind of. Anyways, that's a little bit better. Thank you, Tom. I appreciate that. They're gonna discover the mystery and the magic on their own. These celestites are a beautiful, icy, periwinkle blue. Some celestites kind of like a powdery blue or a baby blue, and these pieces are just gorgeous. All right, this is number 7. It was originally $20, which is stupid. I wish I had known that. I would have bought it before we put it on the sale. It's not even $20. It is
16.
Guys, $16.
You can't even buy lunch for $16 anymore.
If you get it, great. If not, Tom, you can write my name down on the list for number 7. Okay, moving on. Moving on. What a beautiful specimen of celestite. Number 8
is for $8.
Number 8 was originally $10, and now it's $8. This is the perfect one for your
There's
plant,
a super clear
for
crystal
your
in the center.
bathroom, for your bedside.
With a ton of rainbows.
Good to
that clear
meditate
crystal in the center.
with. Yeah. Number 9. This was also $10. Now you can have it for $8. This color of celestite is just so juicy, like a frozen Arctic wave. Stunning. Love it. So peaceful. Number 9 for $8. Number 10.
Will be $12.
You heard him. $12. This one's bigger. Ow, ow. Ooh. So pretty. Number 11.
For $16, you can get this piece.
This is a hunka hunka. What a hunk of angelic loving that is. What a cloud. A crystallized cloud. Come to sit with you while you rest easy. Crystallized cloud. Number 11 is for how many dollars, Andrew?
16.
16. This is number 12.
All the tumbles, not all of them together, but all of the tumbles will be $2 each, and we have multiples of these. Congratulations, Sarah.
7 and 9 are going home to Sarah. If you want a tumbled one for your bra, or your pocket, your wallet, or your purse, your lunchbox, your pencil box, your pillow, your lotion, your water bottle, these are here for you. These little Arctic blueberries. That is it for celestite.
Now the rose quartz.
Did she get it? Good.
Yeah.
Sad, but good. I don't need it.
Oh, that was... Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't need it. I already have one. I'm sure it's at home going, we do not need another celestite. I am the only one.
Yeah, your boyfriend's watching this being like,
Oh, I'm sure Nick is like, oh, we dodged another bullet.
this boy.
Rose quartz, number 13. They call this, I've heard it described as a tombstone shape. Now, I'm sure some people probably think that's creepy, but
Oh, now I want it.
I love spooky stuff, and so I love. You could also call it an oval or a pillar. Look at that.
Look at that sheen in
Look
there.
at that. Oh. So pink, so glittery. It's got like a lavender, dark pink edge to it. Yeah, you can call it a tombstone shape, or you can call it half an egg, whatever you want to call it, a pillar.
This will be $36.
It was $45, and it is now $36. This is number 13. Perfect for a bookshelf or desk. You have to worry about it rolling away on you. Perfect to go by a door or on a nightstand. That was number 13. This is number 14. This one is also filled with the rainbows galore. Excellent pink hue, uniform pink color all over, no big pockets of white. Perfectly polished generator. 6-sided, hexagon bottom. 6-sided. This is number 14. It was originally $75. You can have it this evening for
$60.
$60, Andrew says. $60 for this beautiful generator. Quite big, quite heavy, honestly, for $60. Like, this is, I know it fits in my palm, but It's heavy. That's a big hunka. All right, number 15. What are you working with?
Got a flame.
This is a flame. I love that we have such variety of the shapes in the rose quartz, right? Lots of people have rose quartz, but not everybody has a tombstone, a generator, and a flame. I love a flame formation. They are oftentimes hand carved because the flame can be tricky for a machine to do. So often flames are hand carved. You are meant to put the flame to your solar plexus, or you could do it to your third eye or your heart space or any chakra you want, but I'm gonna show you on me as a demonstration. The flat part goes against the chakra or the part of your body that you want, and then the flame goes facing out, so it's a vortex of energy, and you can send the energy out of your body, or you can call the energy into your body, right? You are sending out and clearing stagnant energy, clearing an injury, clearing sadness or resentment, right? Sending that out of the body, and then calling in alignment, self-love, nurturing, big fuzzy pink hug. So yeah. I love a flame shape. I just love a flame.
The Hadron Collider's fuzzy slipper.
Yeah, right. This is definitely a mix between the two because the cut of it just magnifies the power, right? It's just sending it into a vortex formation because of the cut of the flame. So, love it. That was number 15, and it is...
number 15 is... the flame's $32.
$32 for your own rose quartz flame. If I didn't already have multiple flames, man, that would live with me. Okay. This is number 16. Palm stone. Perfect for napping. Perfect for sleeping. Perfect for meditating. Perfect for taking a bath with.
Very pink palm stone.
Very pink palm stone. Literally the size of my palm. Great for someone who wants that fuzzy pink hug on the go. Or not on the go, but like, you know, the flame is big. You're not taking the flame in the car. You're not taking the flame to soccer practice. You could absolutely take this palm stone anywhere you needed some support, some nurturing, some self-esteem. This is number 16. It was originally $12. You can have it this evening for
$10.
$10. This is a double terminated wand. Double terminated wands are for sending and receiving energy. So you gather the energy in one end and you send it out of the other end. This is an excellent use for a wand, right? Some people have wooden wands or metal wands. You can also have a crystal wand. I prefer to have a crystal wand. I think they're more powerful for sending and receiving energy, whether you're doing that as healing work, right? Sending out the incorrect energy and receiving the correct energy, or you're moving energy directionally, like if you were calling the 4 directions for protection, or casting a circle, or moving sadness from a room. This one is number 17. It was originally $16. You can have it tonight.
For $13.
For $13, guys. Double terminated for $13. Wild. All right, that is it for our rose. Kidding.
We have 2 pieces of jewelry. Each are $8.
Each of them are $8. That's what Andrew said. It'll come with a leather cord. $8. We have bracelets and heart-shaped pendants, and we have more than one. So if you want to get one for everybody on your list, because they could all use a hug, they're here for you.
All right, on to clear quartz.
Oh, my favorite. This is number 20. It was originally $40. This one is also water clear, right? You can see right through it. It is rough on one side and polished on the other sides. It has a staircase to heaven, meaning that it has lines that you can see and touch going up the side, going up all 3 sides. So yeah, we can talk about the staircase to heaven if you want to, but this is a pretty impressive piece. It was originally $40, and tonight it is
32.
Jeez, $32. This is why I can never take a paycheck home, because Funky Stuff just like brings the whopper crystals. Oh, do you see those lines? You see it? Oh, I'm so good. Tom, you're catching this magic. Oh, and it disappeared. Now, because I said Tom's name, it doesn't want to play. There it is. There it is. That's a staircase to heaven.
The next one has it on every side.
What is the staircase to heaven? As soon as I said it, I was like, oh, they're going to want to know. All right, what was this?
What?
This is number 20, and it is
$32.
$32. This is number 23, and it is
$24.
This is $24. Guys. This crystal is worth so much more than $24. It was originally $55.
Oh wait. Sorry.
Andrew's doing the wrong one. I knew it. I was like,
it's on the
23.
I don't know why this is all out of it. That's
because the first
50.
one, number 1, isn't malachite. It starts.
Sorry,
with
this is
$44.
$44.
Still a steal. Still a steal. $44. This thing is as big as my palm. Water clear on the top. Okay, staircase to heaven. I wanted to say the price in the beginning so you could think about it, because I want to talk about the staircase to heaven. So, Lemuria, Atlantis, ancient civilizations that perished, no longer with us. It was said that they knew that their demise was coming, that the cataclysms were coming, and so they encoded their most sacred ancient information onto quartz, onto these lines, and you are meant to feel the lines with your finger while you're meditating and receive the light codes or receive the information encoded onto the crystal in the lines. Now, this is very interesting information because we already use quartz to encode information on, like a memory chip. The largest memory chip in the world. I'm bad at it, but it's trilobytes, decabytes, trilobytes. It's like a bajillion megahertz, whatever. The piece of technology that can hold the most information on it in the world is a memory chip that came out of Asia, I believe Japan. It's made completely of quartz crystal. And they can encode the most amount of information you've ever been able to encode on a single memory chip, and the memory chip is made completely out of quartz. How fascinating, right? That we have this legend of ancient cultures also encoding information onto the quartz. And the reason that we can't access it is because we don't have the tools to do so. So think about a record player. If you have a record, that's just a black plastic circle until you have the record player and you put the needle in the groove, and then all of a sudden the most beautiful music you've ever heard starts coming out. But until you have the record player, until you put the needle in the groove, that is just a plastic circle. And so someday, hopefully in our lifetimes, scientists, brilliant scientists like Andrew, will figure out how to put the needle in the groove so that we can play them. Why do they call it the staircase to heaven? I don't know. Maybe because God has all the knowledge, and so if you walk the staircase up to heaven, then you'll receive the wisdom of the angels. I'm not sure that why. It looks like a staircase. It looks and feels like a staircase. Heaven is where all the knowledge is, so I would think that's why they call it that. But yeah, anyways, rant over. I felt like I did that pretty good because I could talk for an hour about staircases to heaven. Okay, this is number 22. It used to be $60, but now it is
$48.
$48. This one also has a staircase to heaven. I could be here all night. Ooh, caught it. I could be here all night trying to catch it on the screen, but these quartz all have staircases to heaven on their sides. It is a little rough. They left it rough at the bottom. I love it. I love this natural dip. Perfect for holding. Perfect for placing like another crystal or maybe like a sage bundle right there. Anyways, this is number 22 and it is...
That one is $48.
$48.
Now this one is 21.
This one is number 21.
Yeah.
Number 21 is $21.
No. No, this one is number 21 for $24.
This is $24. Polished at the top, rough at the bottom. Number 21 for $21. There's a bunch of rainbows in it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to catch it on the cam, but this thing is full of rainbows. Anyways, gorgeous, gorgeous. Not a single one of these quartz isn't worth having. And there's plenty of quartz that is garden rocks. Yeah, garden rocks. Oh boy, we already talked about the facet on this. Like, whoo! I've seen plenty of smooth hearts, but not faceted like this bad boy. This is number 24. It's originally $50, but this evening you're selling it for
$40.
$40 for a faceted, clear quartz heart full of rainbows. Look at that. So good. Number 24. This is
$40.
$40.
This little guy. We have a ton of these.
We have many quartz generators. Perfect for gridding with other crystals. Perfect for putting in a plant. Perfect for your nightstand, your bookcase, any place you're trying to raise the vibe. Maybe where you do the dishes. Right? Someone said they were doing the dishes earlier. I do not love to do the dishes either. Maybe some place where you do your taxes, where you do your dishes, where you do your bills, right? Just put a little quartz generator there. Raise the vibe. These are number 25, and they are originally $8. This evening they are... $6.
Now.
More than a coffee. Less than a coffee, I'm sorry. You pay less than a coffee to raise the vibe.
The jewelry.
Quartz jewelry. Clear quartz jewelry. It'll come with a cord.
The bracelet is $10, and the teardrop pendant is $8.
$8 for the pendant, $10 for the bracelet. Raising your vibe everywhere you go.
Jade.
Jade. Prosperity, wealth, blessings, abundance. This is a sphere. It comes with the plastic sphere stand. This is number 28. It was originally $25. This evening you can get this beautiful jade sphere for
$20. To put on a headstone, I would even say quartz.
Any quartz. Because they're going to make you do it out of marble, granite, or quartz. Any quartz is good. And also granite. Double check on that, but I believe granite has the highest concentration of quartz in it, of those stones that they make. You know, the marble, the granite, the sandstone, or whatever. I believe granite. There's one of them that has a high quartz concentration. I believe granite is it.
I've seen full rose quartz ones.
Correct.
Crazy expensive.
Those can be expensive, but yes, you can do a rose quartz tombstone. All right, number 28. $20 jade sphere, comes with a stand. This is number 29. It was originally $12.
You get it for $10.
$10 for a jade heart.
To leave, I would still do clear quartz. Why not?
Oh, any crystal, right? Because you don't have to worry about it damaging the earth or being harmful to animals or plants. The spirits are gonna love the offering. It just brings positive vibrations to the sacred space. Any crystal. Quartz is always great. Quartz is great because it can weather through the elements without a problem. Yep.
Both of those are great.
Jinx, you and me, Mike and Ike.
Oh, man.
Next, jade palm stone. Heart-shaped palm stone. This is number 13. It was originally $10.
You get it for $8.
$8. This one has some touches of red and brown. The other one was like mostly green. It had like a touch of gray or white here and there. This one has some red and brown on it. Yeah.
Number 32 and 33 are both $8. Or
32
both $6.
and 33. This is 32. This is 33. 32. 33. And they're both
$6.
$6 to carry around that luck, that healing, that prosperity in your pocket.
All right, now to the last crystal.
Last crystal of the evening.
Now, before we do the fluorite, there's one thing I want to mention. Do you see this beautiful sphere that's spinning over here? This is
all
also
the colors
fluorite.
of fluorite in there.
This is originally $2,500. You can get it for $2,000 tonight.
$500 off the sphere.
Look at this. Absolutely amazing. Beautiful.
Love it.
All right. Now, off to number 34 is originally $25. And you can get it for $20 tonight. And part of tomorrow.
24 hours you have to bid on these pieces. It's just wild to me that nature's so good at math. Because I'm real bad at math.
And you're nature.
But she just slays it. Mother Nature slays it. This is number 34.
Number 35 is originally $40, and you can get it for $32.
35. Number 35 you can have for $32.
Number 33, the jade. Beautiful. And that goes to Sarah.
This is so big I almost dropped it. Andrew tried to hand it off to me and I almost dropped it. It is massive and heavy. Not in a bad way, just in a... I feel like sometimes we do the close-ups, you can see it, but you forget like how big it is. This is as big as my hand. Stunner, stunner, stunner.
All right. And number 37 is originally $20. You get it for $16.
A little smaller. This one's like just my palm, not my whole hand. It's got a nice cube on it. Almost perfect cube. But just a little smaller. For those of you that don't want a huge honk. Something a little more portable or take up a little less space on the shelf. That was number 36.
All right. Now, number 38 or 37 is a green fluorite sphere. Originally $25. You can get it for $20. And I love the color in this sphere. It's so
This green
deep.
also has teal. So there's like a touch of blue to it. This is number 37. See it? See that blue? Ooh. Ooh. It comes with a plastic sphere stand. Lots of rainbows. Oh, look at it. Look at it. Ignore my midnight blue nails and just check out that. Oh, so beautiful. That was number 37.
Now for the last item, a green fluorite heart dish for $32.
Ending the evening with love from our heart to yours, Funky Stuff family. You can keep your jewelry in here, your earbuds, your soap, your incense. This is, you know, you could put an incense cone in here or a little sand and put an incense stick. You could put candy in here. Food safe. Couldn't have porridge out of it, but you could put some candy in there. You could put other crystals in there. The possibility is endless. You can see through it. Oh, it's thick. Stunning. You could put some herbs or salts. It's an offering. This is number 38. It was originally $40. And now it's
$32.
$32. Yes, Tom is also reminding us that we got a huge shipment of spheres. And they are just breathtaking. So if you're someone who's looking for spheres this size, some of them are bigger, some of them are smaller, but we have every single kind. If you're looking for a sphere like bigger than your hand, I mean, we do have spheres as big as your hand, but these ones are like impressive statement pieces. So if you're interested in spheres, we have like 50. It's a lot.
Now it's that fun time for the giveaway.
Lapis necklace, who's it going home to?
We're going to give everyone 30 seconds to comment if you haven't.
Comment! Might as well. Free necklace. If it's not for you, it's for someone else.
Say whatever you want. Well, within reason.
We hope that you enjoyed part 2 of our Zodiac deep dive. We hope that it resonated with you. Again, if any parts didn't resonate for you, or you're like, oh, that's not my husband, or those aren't my kids, that doesn't describe my mom, remember that, you know, every Scorpio sun also has a different moon, rising, Mercury, or Venus. Every Gemini sun has a different moon and rising, so you have different planetary bodies that affect you, and also experience affects you. Right? Everything you go through in your life as a person also affects you. So if it rang true, awesome. If it didn't, do some homework, right? And see what, you know, take what you need and leave the rest at the door.
All right, I will hand this to you. And,
Andrew has
Malachite,
a special musical surprise.
Forget the number.
Okay, let's do the malachite slices.
See, let's show her this one because that's the nicest one. Oh. We got the crystal cam. Oh.
All right, this is number 3, and it is...
Number 3 was $32.
$32. It was originally $40, and it's $32.
Oh, it's that one. So.
This is amazing. It has like crazy alien faces, and the lines glow. I'm glad you got it, because I was like, oh man, I really like that slice. The black background with the green. Oh, it's just like a light up video game. Enjoy.
All right.
Any other people, you know, who are a little shy earlier in the evening, you weren't sure, last call for what's calling to you. Well, I'm glad you know you need it now. All right, giveaway.
All right. The Wheel of Names.
Lapis is for empowerment, sovereignty, confidence, and courage. Cleopatra used to keep all the lapis mines to herself. She believed so strongly in the power of the stone that she didn't want anyone else to mine it. Egyptians are known for lining temples and healing chambers in lapis because it was so powerful. All right, Wheel of Names for this lapis pendant. Papa! All right, Andrew.
I can't tell who it is.
Oh man, it always slides right over into the last one at the last second.
It doesn't say.
It says Linda. Congratulations, Linda. This lapis pendant is yours, and it is beautiful. Carved, nice carved point, has gold pyrite flecks in it. Yippee! So glad you like it, Linda. Again, sovereignty, empowerment, courage, confidence. This is a queen's stone. Okay, Cleopatra was very successful in her life and very smart. She deemed this stone to be one of the most important. So wear that as a queen and be your most empowered self. Thank you so much for joining us, everyone. Like we said, there are 24 hours on this, so if you wake up craving it, if you dream about it, I know that's how I pick some crystals, is I see it, and I go, no, I don't want that, it's good, I don't need it, and then I dream about it, and then I know that the magic is meant for me. So if you dream about any of these pieces and you wake up tomorrow, you know where to find us. You have 24 hours to get these. We hope you all have a wonderful weekend. yeah, please come and check out our Funky Stuff Lapis
yeah.
selection. There's great information about Lapis if you want to go down that rabbit hole. It's amazing, especially in the Egyptians. Oh, boy.
And for the end, I will be playing you Greensleeves on a out-of-tune guitar.
We're blessed.
So we hope you have a wonderful evening. There you go. Woo! Credits.
So beautiful. I also love Greensleeves, Lisa. That is one of my favorite songs. Could sing it
All right.
now. Love it so good. That was beautifully done. I would have loved for him to play it a little louder.
Oh, Kai, tune your guitar.
But that was beautifully done. Thank you, everyone, for a beautiful evening. Oh, you are so welcome. Have a
Absolutely.
blessed week, everyone. We're grateful for you. We'll see you real soon. We should mention what markets we're at the next weekend. We are at SOA in Boston this upcoming weekend. We're at Seaport in Boston this upcoming weekend.
Oh, yeah.
We're at the Plymouth Arts Market this weekend. It's all on our website if you want to catch us out in the wild.
Thank you. Have a good week. We'll see you next week.